All right, number 2. If you're watching this video, it's because you got number 2 wrong. The primary purpose of the Air Force One diagram is to. Now, when I look at this question, asking for the primary purpose, when I hear primary, I'm thinking that they're talking about the main purpose. All right, the main purpose of the Air Force One diagram is to. And when they're talking about diagram, I'm thinking picture. So the main purpose of the Air Force One picture is to. Well, they're asking about purpose. So if I'm rewriting this question, I'm going to write, why did the author include this picture? Okay, so Air Force One diagram. So I'm going to go back and look at the Air Force One diagram. Air Force One diagram. So this is the diagram in which they're referring to. I look at the picture, it says main decks of Air Force One. Okay, area of detail, they shaded in this part, so they're telling us that this is the part of the plane that we're looking at. It shows us the communication center, where the crew rests, the flight deck, where the pilots stay. They got the bed. What? President has a bed in the airplane. He's got his whole office, medical office. They got a kitchen. What? President is pimping. Got senior staff area, and then the conference room where he has meetings. All right, below it, right below it, says this plane is largely self-sufficient wherever it goes. So I'm thinking that this plane can, take care of itself. Air Force One has the ability to refuel in flight, so I was right. So it can fly as long as it needs to. The plane is armored and can serve as a mobile command center in a national emergency. The lowest level of the plane is reserved for extra food and other supplies. So this is what they have right underneath the picture. And then if I look before the picture, all of this is information about the Air Force One. And again, information informing us about the differences between the Air Force One and regular airplanes, and just why the Air Force One is special. Okay, so this diagram is breaking down what an Air Force One airplane has. And I don't know if you've been on a regular airplane, but I've never had my own bedroom in an airplane. Okay, so the question is, the main purpose of the Air Force One's picture, so the diagram picture pointing out things, is to, or why did the author include this picture? All right, so describe, present, illustrate, show. All of these things kind of mean show. Describe, present, illustrate, show. So I can't really use the verbs in the beginning to kind of cancel out stuff. All right, so F, describe how Air Force One is designed to maintain security for everyone aboard. If I look at the picture, it's not describing how each place is secure. It's just telling me that the president's cool, got his own bed, he's got his own rest area, his own communication center, probably where he plays video games. He's got his own meeting area. It's not telling me about security. So I'm going to cross that one out. G, present the kinds of tasks the president completes aboard Air Force One. Again, if I'm looking at the picture, it doesn't tell me like what things he does in each of these areas. It's just telling me that this is a really cool plane that has a lot of different areas for different things. Illustrate how the communications equipment functions aboard Air Force One. So illustrate means show. So show how the communications equipment. So here's a communication center. There's no information here about how the communication center works. So it's just showing me a little picture. So I don't think that's the correct answer. And so J, show that Air Force One is designed to meet the needs of the president and his staff. I mean, yeah, it's designed to meet the needs. He's got his own bed. He's got his own office. Like pretty much a mini hospital. Like anything that he needs. And then it says the plane is largely self-sufficient wherever it goes. Air Force One has the ability to refuel in flight so it can stay as long as it needs to. The plane is armored and can serve as a mobile command center in a national emergency. All right, the lowest level of the plane is reserved for extra food and other supplies. So the president has everything he needs in this airplane. Everything. Security, food. He's got his staff. So I'm looking again, show that the Air Force One is designed to meet the needs of the president and his staff. Boom. I like this answer, and that's the one I'm going to pick. Hopefully, this helped you, and see you on the next question.